Pride. What does that word make you think of? There are many answers, and all of them could be correct. For one, it means a sense of self-confidence. For another, sort of putrid arrogance. For yet another, it may mean satisfaction in one's own work. Though for me, it defines a feeling of ease and acceptance of a specific part of myself. I was recently appointed Public Relations Officer of AQ Pride, a group created to show community between those belonging and allying with the LGBTQ+ community, especially on a Catholic campus, and also a club getting unequal funding from the school. My job is effectively communicating with other clubs, organizations, and professors to establish connections and collaborations for the year ahead. However, while I'm very excited to run this club, being on the e-board means so much more to me than that, and requires equal funding to reach its full potential. Growing up, my family ignored and avoided the validity of the LGBTQ+ community. I was raised thinking that being queer in a Catholic family was going to wind me up in hell. Because of that, I invalidated my own feelings of being genderqueer. Additionally, I ignored any attractions that violated the typical boy-girl straight relationship. Whenever a story on the TV news concerned queer persons, my family would either speak against those people or change the channel. I learned very early on that I would not always be accepted for who I was or what I felt. I couldn't just keep it all inside. That would kill me. But I couldn't exactly talk about it either. So I tried to find other outlets. Most of the things I tried would be fun and exciting, but they couldn't heal the part of me that was trying so desperately to be free. At least, not until I found writing. When I wrote, I felt as if I could become whomever I wanted and anything could happen. It was all up to me. The ability to create entire worlds without someone telling me that something wasn't right or that I couldn't express certain feelings was precious to me. For a while, writing was just for me. I wouldn't allow anyone else to see or read what I wrote because I didn't want them to tell me it was wrong. In middle school, however, I would post my writing on social media under an alias as a sort of experiment. Surprisingly, I was met with waves of positivity and followers asking for more. That just didn't compute. More of my writing? I was shocked. All of these things I was suppressing in my own life were so readily accepted by people I'd never even met. I can't put into words how much confidence that gave me. And with that confidence, I spoke out a little bit more in school about how I felt and identified. That turned out to be a mistake. A lot of people either thought I was joking or simply told me that I didn't look like what someone on the spectrum should. I'm sorry, I wanted to say. I didn't know there was a dress code to be queer. I found myself doubting my feelings once again. Had I been making it up all along? Or was I just so experienced in hiding it that no one could see it anymore? Either way, until about senior year of high school, I never spoke of it again. That's when my favorite teacher started working at my school. He was the first person to see through the disguise that I put up and showed me that I was completely entitled to these feelings and that I could validate myself. That's when I came back to writing. I wrote a book that I named Guardian Reapers. In short, it was about a young adult going to my mind's version of purgatory and figuring out their place in the universe while confronting their feelings head-on. It had humor and fantasy, but at the core of the novel was my own life story. It was the first time that I had written a non-binary character into a book, and it gave me such an amazing opportunity to find myself in them. In the process of writing Guardian Reapers, I did a ton of research and allowed myself to identify with who I was. I am non-binary, meaning I do not conform to either gender. Though I don't care about pronouns as much as others, my identity is still so important. Along with this, I finally accepted that I was pansexual, simply meaning that I'm attracted to people of all genders. Coming to AQ and being met with such positivity regardless of my identity was such a breath of fresh air. I truly found my own pride here. While my story ended well, I hope to devote my time to helping others find that self-pride. So many queer persons are met with negativity and hate because of who they are and whom they choose to love. Being a part of AQ Pride is more than a position to me. It's my chance to spread love and acceptance to those who need it most. I've been where they are, and I know how terrifying it is to be surrounded by an environment that seems to dismiss me and what I stand for. Instead of changing the minds of others, I want to focus on the minds of the suppressed, those kindred spirits who may have never learned to accept their identity and sexuality. Without finding my outlets and allies, I would never have found myself. We should all strive to provide the opportunity for others to do the same, regardless of who they may be.